This is a good like masterclass, in my opinion, within a song. He's kind of letting out all the stops. What's up, friends? My name is Kevin Basset. I'm a singer, a songwriter, and a producer, and today we're going to talk about Bruno. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that. It helps a lot. Also, check out my music. I've got a new album called Giovanni that just came out, and it's great. So I recently watched Encanto. I enjoyed it. It was good. It wasn't my favorite, but it was good. As I was watching it, one song stood out to me as the banger track, and that was We Don't Talk About Bruno. There was lots of foreshadowing throughout the movie about Bruno, and here we get kind of a deeper dive into what happened with Bruno, according to some family members, that made them feel awkward toward him. I think Lin-Manuel Miranda's songwriting on this album is interesting. I think it's hard for him to break away from his Puerto Rican roots. I don't know if you've ever spoken in Spanish to a Puerto Rican or a Colombian, but you'll notice a really big difference. The Puerto Rican is speaking 1,000,000 miles a minute, and the Colombian is speaking super chill, super clear. You get a lot of that Puerto Rican influence with the speed of singing, but that's also very, Lin-Manuel Miranda. I think this song serves an interesting purpose in the story as it's kind of a pseudo-villain song. I don't know the villain is Bruno. I think the villain is gossip. Let's check it out.
We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno.
One thing I like is that they establish the chorus from the get-go with this really smart traditional Spanish background. It's so good. We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no.
We're getting ready and there wasn't a cloud in the sky. No clouds allowed in the sky. Bruno walks in with a mischievous grin. Thunder. You're telling this story or am I? I'm sorry, maybe that go wrong.
I like how they insert personality into this song. It seems very Latina to have someone be like, hey, you're stepping on my story. And then to have him apologize so romantically. That passion. It's great. Good effects. Good transitions. It's just a really good sequence so far. I like how they're showing the wedding day and having them sing about it to her in this kind of Dumbledore in the pensive type moment.
So he floods my brain. I will like the umbrella.
I also like how we're getting a very clear perspective. I think that's one thing this song does really well, is it shows different perspective really clearly when it comes to gossip about an individual, like family gossip about an individual. I think perspective is a brilliant thing to incorporate into songs. That was something really fun for me personally when I did my song Love You Till off my latest album, is inserting the character's perspective, even though it might be flawed, into a musical context.
I can always hear him sort of muttering and mumbling. I associate him with the sound of falling sand. It's a heavy lift with a gift so humbling. Always let the ball in the family fumbling, grappling with prophecies they couldn't understand.
I love the sequence with this cousin who can hear everything. I think she's a really interesting character. They incorporate her gift so well into her personality and how that gift has kind of shaped her personality. One thing I feel like gets underemphasized with gifts is that people have a hard time realizing that people don't have that same accelerated gift that they do. So someone with better hearing thinks everyone can hear something. Also, in this one verse, she's explained so much about what she knows about Bruno. She knows Bruno is in the house. We've revealed before the big reveal that Bruno is in the house. She's told us Bruno's in the house. You just have to be paying attention, It's crazy. And I like that it's whispered. It kind of has that Billie Eilish vibe, and I like that they've taken out a lot of elements to make her vocal clearer in this section. Production-wise, you limit in order to emphasize a particular instrument, this being the vocal. And with a whispered vocal, you want kind of things to be quieter to let that stand out.
Yeah, he sees your dreams, his sound screams. We don't talk.
He's kind of representing the wives' tale portions about Bruno. First, you start with a perspective on the past, then you get an insider perspective, and then you get the wives' tale perspective, the monster tales told to children. And I like that aspect of this character, that kind of mischievous cousin.
He said that All my hair would disappear. Now look at my hair. Your fate is sealed when your prophecy is read.
One thing I would have changed is just that portion right there. Something really cool about South American music is this kind of like chant section, this kind of like back and forth. And I think that was a great opportunity for that because you showed kind of the town people's perspective on Bruno. If you've listened to like salsa music or cumbia, you'll notice that there's kind of this chant section where this crowd is chanting. And I think that was a good opportunity for that. But they made it sound a little more musical than they did South American, which was a choice because this is a musical.
Would be promised and someday be mine. He told me that my power.
I like the pizzicato string entrance of Isabella here. I feel like that's a good representation of her character. Quiet little pizzicato string, and then the other strings come in, formal and fancy and flowery, which reflects what she's been up until this moment in the film. So I like how the production of the music is really reflective of the individual characters as it's been throughout.
Not a sound out of you. I can hear
This build is cool.
Bruno. Yeah, about that Bruno. I really need to know about Bruno. Give me the truth and the whole truth, Bruno. He's so
That build right there is cool. How you go from like the pizzicato string softness to like this slow build, and then more percussion and more percussion comes in as Maribel joins, and she gets more, passionate about, hey, this is something important. I need to figure this out. Help me out. And then they're setting up as well the next scene. So you've got like a story and a villain song kind of wrapped into one. This song's like accomplishing a lot in a very short amount of time. I also like how you see this with the plates. It was also with the umbrellas where the movement of objects goes along with the rhythm of the song. Tarzan, Phil Collins had that. That was brilliant how they incorporated all the pots and pans as instruments. That's cool. I haven't listened to this on headphones yet, and I really like how this kind of outro section of the song where all the vocals are interlapping is panned really well so that, not all vocals are just like right here. They're kind of going your left and your right ears. I think Lin-Manuel Miranda, in terms of songwriting, is a real master at combining parts of the songs as an outro to the song and having several characters kind of overlap. This is a good like master class, in my opinion, within a song. He's kind of letting out all the stops in just one fantastic bit here.
Why did I talk about Bruno? Not a word about Bruno. Never should have brought up Bruno.
I think overall what that song does so brilliantly is it captures this kind of empty parking space. There isn't really a great song about family gossip. I would say the only other good song about gossip is Somebody Told Me by the Killers. Also, among the songs sung by primary characters, this one sounds the most traditional, especially in terms of instrumentation. I think it's one of the better villain songs in all of Disney. This is kind of what this movie, Encanto, is going to be remembered for, is We Don't Talk About Bruno as far as songs go. Like when they release like the Disney classic songs, We Don't Talk About Bruno is going to be one of the primaries. It does a lot of heavy lifting narrative-wise while still being really catchy and emotional. My compliments on that one. That one's great. Hope you've enjoyed this little breakdown of We Don't Talk About Bruno. Great instrumentation throughout this song. Really well produced, really well written. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to check out other music reactions and also to check out my music, Giovanni, available all streaming platforms. I'll put a link to it in the comment section and in the description. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends and family. Okay, catch you on the flip.
If you love me, won't you tell me all of your secrets, all of your